Hello, dear friends. Myself Dr. Surekha Jaiswal, Head Department of Physics, Bhoreshwar Arts, Science and Commerce College, Bokardhan. Today we will see electricity and magnetism, course code number PHY 105, paper number 5, semester 2nd. Today's contents are magnetic induction on the axis of solenoid, Ampere circular law. Now, in previous lecture we study magnetostatic. The first significant relationship between a current and its magnetic field was discovered in 1820 by Ørsted, who found that a magnetized needle tends to set itself at right angles to a straight wire in which there is a steady current. Finally, they propose a mathematical formula for the field due to single current element rather than a finite length of wire. The equation can be used to calculate the field due to many different current configurations. The current carrying conductor produce magnetic field if two conductors carrying current are placed close to each other, the magnetic field produced by them interact. This type of interaction is known as magnetic interaction of steady current and it's dealt in magnetostatic. We can differentiate electrostatic field and magnetostatic field. In electrostatic field, charge is at rest position, while in magnetostatic field, charge is in motion. In electrostatic field, one charge creates an electric field E bar in the space surrounding it, while in magnetostatic field, a moving charge creates a magnetic field B in the space surrounding it. Electrostatic force F is directly proportional to Q1 Q2 and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them, while in magnetostatic force F is proportional to I1 I2 upon R square. Electrostatic field, opposite charges attract each other and similar charges repel each other. In magnetostatic field, parallel current attract each other and antiparallel current repel each other. Now force on charge Q as F equal to E into Q. In case of magnetostatic field, force due to charge of an magnetic field is as F is equal to B into V into Q, where V is velocity of charge. Also, we discussed in previous chapter about the magnetic flux phi, that is equal to integral over surfaces B into ds. It represents the line induction crossing surfaces. The SI unit of magnetic flux is a Weber. Phi equal to B into A if B is uniform and normal to area A. B is uniform magnetic field. Also, we know about the magnetic field. F is equal to Q into V into B, and it is SI unit is watts. the magnetic quantity B, which is being called magnetic field, sometimes called as magnetic flux density. Also, in previous chapter we discussed about the magnetic induction. Magnetic field is a vector field whose magnitude and direction at any point are specified by a vector B called magnetic induction. Now we see here magnetic induction on the axis of a solenoid. Now consider a solenoid of very large length as compared to its diameter. A solenoid is a long wire. See in figure, solenoid is a long wire wound in a closely spiral over a hollow conducting wire. The wire is usually coated with an insulating material so that the adjacent turns physically touch each other, but they are electrically neutral. The length of the solenoid is very large compared to its radius. A solenoid is made up of large number of circular loops placed in contact with each other. One end of the solenoid acts as north pole and other as south pole. Now let a current I0 pass through it. Experimentally, it is observed that the magnetic field outside the solenoid is very small in comparison with inside. Also, the lines of induction are straight and parallel. This implies that the magnetic field is uniform inside the solenoid except the edges. The lines of force are drawn as per right hand rule. Now, a solenoid is a long wire wound in a closely spiral over a hollow conducting core. The wire is usually coated with an insulating material. Now, consider a rectangular path A, B, C, D in figure, as shown in figure. In this figure, the side AB is parallel to the axis of the solenoid. See, this side AB is parallel to the axis of solenoid here, that shown by here the axis of solenoid. Here cross symbol, see that cross symbols means that the current is entering inside, and here we will draw the current by just dots as shown in figure. The dots holds that the current is coming outside, and this is of the solenoid. These lines here with the little arrows on them shows magnetic field. Inside the solenoid, the uniform that the magnetic field B is uniform, so the lines are about equally spaced. See in figure, the magnetic field is uniform, so the lines are about equally spaced and they point in the same direction. Outside the solenoid, there is almost no magnetic field because there is a very weak on the edge that uniform field starts to diverge as in going out. Consider a rectangular path ABCD as shown in figure. Now here Side BE and AB are taken long enough such that CD side is far away from the solenoid, and we can take that such a far distant field due to a solenoid is negligible. That is, B at CD is 0. Further, for long solenoid, the field at AB will be uniform as shown in figure and will be perpendicular to side BE and AD. That is, angle between this side and B is 90 degree. Now applying Ampere's law by to the closed path ABED, we can write here the line integral over ABCD B into dl equal to mu 0 I, where I is the current enclosed by the rectangular and not the total current I0 flowing through the wire of the solenoid. That is, we can say I is the current enclosed in the rectangle ABCD. Let n be the number of turns per unit length of the solenoid. Then the number of turns in length AB equal to x will be equal to nx. Now the current through each turn is I0. Therefore, the amount of current enclosed in the rectangular will be I equal to nx into I0. The left hand side term of equation 1 can be written as line integral BDL equal to integration from A to B dl plus integration from B to C BDL plus integral from C to D BDL plus integral from D to A BDL. As sides BC and DA are perpendicular to B, we have integral from B to C BDL equal to integration from B to C BDL cos of 90 degree equal to 0. Also, integration from D to A BDL equal to integration from D to A BDL cos of 90 degree equal to 0. Also, integral from D to A BDL equal to D integral from D to A BDL cos of 90 degree equal to 0. Further, B at CD 0 so that integration from C to D BDL equal to 0. Hence, equation C can be written as integral line integral A B C D BDL equal to integral from A to B BDL. Since B is parallel to AB, angle between them will be 0. Hence, line integral BDL equal to integration from A to B BDL cos of 0 degree equal to B into integral from A to B into DL, or line integral BDL equal to B into X. Substituting 4 in equation 1, we have Bx equal to mu 0 into Nx into I0. Now see Ampere's circular law. Scientist Andre Marie Ampere discovered a useful law that relates the net magnetic field along a closed loop to the electric current passing through the loop. Statement: the line integral for a closed curve is equal to mu 0 times the net current I through the area bounded by the curve. This is the line integral B dl equal to mu 0 I. Now see the where mu 0 is the permeability constant. Now see proof of this statement. So consider a long straight conductor carrying current I. See here perpendicular to the page directed outward. According to Biot-Savart law, the magnitude of the magnetic induction at a distance r, seen figure, from it is given by B equal to mu 0 I upon 2 pi r. Now here, let here the P be the point C, that point P be any point at which magnetic field has to be found. We have to make a closed loop which covers the point also. Consider a closed path passing through the point P. This path is called Amperian path. At each point on the circle, B has a constant magnitude B and dl which is always tangential to the path of integration. Seen figure. Point in the same direction as B. Thus, line integral B dl is equal to, we can write this line integral B dl equal to B into line integral of dl. So consider a long conducting straight conductor carrying a current I perpendicular to the page directed outward. According to Biot-Savart law, the magnitude of magnetic induction at a distance r from it is given by B equal to mu 0 I upon 2 pi r. At each point on the circle, B has constant magnitude and dl which is always tangential to the path integration point in the same direction as B. Thus, here line integral B dl equal to B into line integral of B into line integral of dl. So, line integral B dl equal to B into 2 pi r. Here 2 pi r equal to line integral of dl is the circumference of the circle. Substituting the value of B from equation 1, we get line integral B dl equal to mu 0 I upon 2 pi r into 2 pi r. So, line integral B dl equal to mu 0 I. Thus, the line integral B dl for a closed curve is equal to mu 0 times the net current I through the area bounded by the curve. This is Ampere's law. Thank you.